And we're back to you fellas live with Going for the Gusto podcast. How y'all doing?
Man, I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. Hey, look, I going out there, call myself getting back in shape. It was terrible. It was terrible, but it was day one. We all got to start. You got to start at day one.
You wanna elaborate?
It's a marathon, not a sprint. You see what I'm saying?
You wanna elaborate on what happened? Like what happened out there?
I tried to run them 2 miles, and boy, everything started hurting.
You ain't
That's all right.
stretch. You ain't stretch.
I did stretch, bro. I stretched. My body was like, hey, hold on now. When you was running track, like, you was like, a lot lighter.
Oh no.
My body had blue eyes. Go ahead, but I'm good though. I'm good, y'all. Hey, y'all in the comments, you know what I'm saying? Hey, show your boys some support. I'm getting back in shape, man. I'm about to, get right.
Everybody, so please pray for this man. Please pray for him. But man, we back. It's been like about a week and a half. But hey, we got some good things to talk about. AI. How y'all feel about AI? Not Allen Iverson, but the AI, artificial intelligence. How y'all feel about that?
I don't know, man. It's getting kind of crazy. I'll say that. It's getting kind of crazy. Bro.
I think it's getting way too far, dude. It's going way too far. Man, listen, like AI is getting to a point where you don't even need.
Because that chat GPT, all you do is just type in what you want, and then it'll pull up a list. It can write your own. It can write you an essay for school. It can write you a resume. Just type in what you want, and they'll just do it.
Bro, if you go, me and Cool was at Stars and Strikes, which is like a little bowling alley bar type place, and the thing serve you the food by itself. It's not a service. A little robot come.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that, did you?
With your food on the thing.
Stars and Strikes getting innovative. What?
Yeah, like they put the food on there, and the crazy thing is, the thing know how to dodge people. So like if you walking, it'll stop, and like it'll put the little face on like stop, like it's stopping. And once you get out the way, it'll either try to go around or keep going until they get to the table.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah, for real. It's got like a little digital face on it and everything. Like and it moves around like on its own.
Wow.
Like the movies.
It's crazy, man. 2023.
Well, since this whole AI thing going on, we had some football experts, some fun guys that wanted to play around with Chat GPT. So they asked the AI, hey, pick the top 10 wide receivers of our generation. And then this is what the list concluded of when they asked. At 10, you got Mike Evans. At 9, you got Justin Jefferson. At 8, you got Keenan Allen. At 7, you got DK Metcalf. At 6, you got Michael Thomas. At 5, you got Julio. At 4, you got DeAndre Hopkins. 3, Stephon Diggs. 2, Tyreek Hill. And then at 1, you got Devontae Adams. And this is off of Chat GPT after the guys asked him, what's the top 10 wide receivers of our generation? Or this
of our generation?
And it's what this past decade.
The past decade. So we going from 2010 to 2023, or is it like from 2013? Because like, is it like the 2010s decade, or is it like we're doing actual 10 years?
It's the 2010s because got Julio, because Julio came in the league in 2009.
Okay, but
but that don't matter to his production. Like, he was productive all the way through.
Well, that would explain why Justin Jefferson is so far down the list. Because I was like, Justin Jefferson is at 8. Like, what? Like, for our generation, they're talking about it has to be between 2010 and 2020. That's the only way that makes sense.
I mean,
because there's no way.
Our generation started in 1994 now. So, I mean, that's...
No, I'm saying, but like DK being number 7 don't really make sense. If we go from 2010 to let's say we going from 2010 to 2013.
Mm-hmm.
If I was to give you top 5 receivers in that time frame, it would be AB would be number 1. Julio was number 2. Devontae is in there. He's probably lower down. Stephon kind of started just hitting his stride. Because in Minnesota, he was decent. He wasn't like super great. Michael Thomas is an iffy one because he had 3 great seasons and then he got hurt and he was just hurt for the most part after that. Mike Evans has been consistent. He had 1,000 yards every season. So he'll probably be like 4 or 5.
I mean, it's crazy. I know it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, but what the AI does, it takes all the information, like all the draft stuff, everything, like everything. It takes everything, like everything. The color of their hair, color of their eyes, all the data that's out there on the internet. It takes all of that and it compiles whatever question you ask. Then it'll start compiling with every single piece of data. So whatever it saw, whatever stats, details that it read, analysts talking about the certain players, it takes all of that conversations about them. It takes all that and it creates whatever.
Hold on, so I might be tripping. Where's DeAndre Hopkins on this list?
At 4,
right?
DeAndre Hopkins is at 4. Okay.
You know what? He would be number 3. If I was making a list, AB, Julio, DeAndre Hopkins would be number 3.
Okay, there we go. I mean, that makes sense.
The Tyreek Hill thing is kind of is a little weird, right?
I think Tyreek Hill battles me back and forth for 3 and 4. So it's between Tyreek Hill and DeAndre Hopkins. It goes back and forth for me. It can kind of go either way. Tyreek Hill has had the same year that he's been having with Tua. That's been great. Aside from him, he had a good statistical year with Tua, aside from not having Patrick Mahomes anymore, which says a lot about him as a receiver. And I feel like if he did have, no disrespect to Tua, if he had a better quarterback, that it would work better in his favor. That I would move him over DeAndre Hopkins. But that's just off of physicality because they both can catch. They're both good at yards after run, or yards at the catch, I should say. But I think that Tyreek Hill is a little more physical than DeAndre Hopkins.
I mean, from his height and weight, yeah, but if it was pound for pound, DeAndre Hopkins is probably the most physical.
I go because in the league, he got
because he's physical because he's small though, right? They both get yards after the catch, but it's totally different, right? Tyreek Hill catches the ball and outruns people. DeAndre Hopkins kind of runs into people because he's a bigger person.
I mean, what? I mean, you see a lot of times where Tyreek Hill bullies you for the catch. So, I mean, I don't...
Yeah, but I'm saying that's for his size, though.
I mean, but a lot of the times we see him streaking. We see him on deep routes. We see deep routes, intermediate routes, and he got blockers in front of him. And he, just makes a couple, 2 or 3 moves, and he gone. You don't really see, super physical, hey, I'm going to run through traffic, and I'm going to, bump and tag a couple linebackers out the way, or I'm going to, I'm gonna release a corner. I'm gonna release off a cornerback, and I'm gonna do my thing. You see DeAndre doing full contact every single play
at the line
because they gotta do him like that. But with Tyreek, he just flies.
So I mean, are we gonna sit there and say? So we're going on the fact of saying that on the initial point of contact off the line of scrimmage,
everything throughout the full route,
that DeAndre Hopkins is more physical.
Throughout the full route.
I think he's a stronger
catcher. The full route, DeAndre Hopkins is more physical than Tyreek Hill.
No. See, because bro, this
I don't believe that.
No, he's smart. DeAndre is not a super big guy. He just has his natural weight. He doesn't have the speed Tyreek has, so he doesn't have an option off the route. I can't blow by you and run past. He has to engage with the cornerback, right? And he has to outmuscle cornerbacks that's the same size. The thing about Tyreek is he has leverage. Huh?
I think that's a misconception, though. I think it's a misconception based off of the fact that Tyreek Hill is faster, that Tyreek Hill isn't as physical, but he doesn't necessarily need to be because he's faster. They fear his speed.
Who has the best hands in the NFL?
DeAndre Hopkins.
Devontae Adams.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Devontae Adams is number 2.
No, it's Devontae then DeAndre.
Hold on, no. First, no. Hold on, time out. Right now, if we take out the suspension and all that, DeAndre Hopkins would have had about 1,400 yards this season. He had like over 700 yards after the suspension.
I've said this since the beginning of the podcast.
Like,
Anthony Hopkins definitely got the best hands.
Yeah, well, either way, but what I'm saying, it's not even the best hands. He has the strongest hands. Like if you and a quarterback are both jumping, he's coming down with it. You can't say that for Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill bodies a lot of catches, so he's using his body to catch the ball. DeAndre Hopkins is like, my hands are
massive. Like my hands are like massive.
Now the thing about Devontae Adams, I think Devontae Adams is one of the best route runners. As far as hands, I'm just even trying. I think Justin Jefferson. If we talk about the list of the top 10, Justin Jefferson probably got, and Michael Thomas. They probably both got better hands than Devontae Adams.
I don't know if Michael Thomas got better hands than Devontae.
Like right now, Michael Thomas, when he was in it, Michael Thomas, like before the injuries.
Yeah, I like Drew Brees was throwing to that man.
We talking before the injuries. We talking about now. I'm talking about now though. Like,
bro, he hurt his knee and his ankle. Your hands don't get worse because you hurt your knee and ankle.
Okay, that's fine and dandy, but I don't think he's got more hands than Devontae Adams right now. I don't believe that. That's crazy.
My personal opinion is Devontae, then DeAndre, and then Mike. That's the three for hands in my eyes. But you don't got no proof. When we look at the hardest catches in the league, like let's say you look at the history of football and say what's the top 10 hardest catches, DeAndre Hopkins is in like 3 of them. Yeah, that's true.
He caught the ball like behind his neck. He caught one between his legs. He caught one. Come on, bro. Like
people. First of all, the DeAndre Hopkins is number one in my book automatically. Like hey, you saw the game-winning touchdown catch when he caught that over 4 defenders back in the end zone. Like, dude, I don't even want to bring that up. But
no, you should.
I'm not going to sit here. No. I'm not going to bring it up because that's what everybody wants to. That's what they want me to bring up. I'm not going to bring that up. They want me to bring that up, but I just said it so you don't forget.
Okay,
but
all right. So boom. So if this is the decade, AB should be on the list. He had the most historical run in football from 2013 to 2017 or 2018. Those 5 years, he was on course to pass Jerry Rice if he didn't start doing crazy stuff. So AB should definitely be on that list. Especially if you're gonna have Julio, because Julio was elite around the same time frame. I think the weird part is the time frame with the AI, because when you include Justin Jefferson and DK,
like they just got into the league,
God forbid, but if their seasons are in right now, I mean, if their careers was to end right now, God forbid, they wouldn't make the Hall of Fame. But if AB's career ends whenever it ends, that 5-year stretch is enough for him to make the Hall of Fame, because he was all pro all 5 years, right? And he made the Pro Bowl all 5 years. If you got 5 all pros, you're in the Hall of Fame. At any position, easily. If you get 3 all pros, you're most likely in. But to have 5,
I mean, like how I said before, like the AI, it takes in like everything. So I guess like the massive success Justin Jefferson got, and all that talk with like DK and his speed and the rundown and I guess like because we're talking about them right now.
It took AB going to jail and stuff.
Dude, it took AB something, man.
Yeah, like because if it takes
it takes everything, like any piece of information that's available to it, it takes it and then it compiles. So it's like you talk about Justin because he almost had 2,000 yards. You talk about Justin because he's just like astronomical. Like they don't got Cooper Kupp on it, and Cooper Kupp had the triple crown. They wouldn't even talk about Cooper Kupp ain't on here.
But that was only for one season though. I think that's what they're saying, because Justin Jefferson got better every season.
I don't know what the AI is saying, because it's like you don't put the triple crown winner on the list. You don't put AB on the list. You don't put.
I mean,
I still got Tyreek top 5 at least though. I mean,
in the last 10
Tyreek
years,
Hill,
it's hard to say it. Like, when did his run start? Did his run start with Patrick, or I mean, he had 1,000 yards, I think, one time before Patrick. Did he not?
Because
He
it was
was
with Alex
close.
Smith and
No.
then like.
I wouldn't know. I'd have to look that up. Hey, if you know in the comment box below, put that down there in the comments. Let
All
us
right.
know.
So
Yeah.
before we get off this topic, I guess what's y'all top five? What's y'all top five receivers? Then we'll end this
Of the
topic like
decade?
that. What's your top five as of right now?
Oh, as of
As of
currently,
right now.
to
Oh,
to
okay.
to
Yeah.
today, like if I had to pick
Yep.
top five receivers
Today.
today, Justin Jefferson is number one. Stephon Diggs is number two. Devontae Adams is number three. Number four for me would probably be, and this is gonna sound a little weird, but I mean, not all things fair. Debo Samuel number four, Cooper Cup number five. All
All
things
right.
fair,
Cool.
but if you're taking the injuries and other stuff, then
All right. Cool. What's your five?
Yeah, because injuries play a big part in it. All right, so I'm not going to list mine in any particular order because I had to. We'll be here all damn day because excuse me, we mix it all around. So it's going to be, I got Tyreek Hill in there, obviously, Devontae Adams, uh, Cooper Cup. It's all of our lists is going to be similar, man, because we know all this. It's Stephon Diggs and Justin Jefferson. I mean, it's kind of just undisputed for that.
That's funny because you say all that's gonna be the same, but mine now about to be number one, Devontae.
Yeah,
Number two, Jamal Chase. Number three,
okay.
DeAndre Hawkins. Number four, Justin Jefferson, and five, Mike Evans. That's
So you got. I mean, Mike Evans is the most consistent, but
What?
you got D Hop and Jamar Chase over Justin Jefferson, and the stats clearly tell you
I
otherwise.
don't need the stats because I already know. I know what he. We all know what he can do. We all know.
Justin Jefferson was better. Justin Jefferson was better than Jamar Chase at LSU, and he's still better than him now. You can see.
Like, I'm gonna go. I understand what you're trying to do. I'm a fan of potential. I'm a man that speaks on potential, and I think that the numbers don't always speak to the whole. I say the numbers don't always tell the whole story. I get it. I get it. Man, I ain't about to sit there and go there with you, man. Not today. Not on this Good Friday afternoon. I'm not.
All right, Sean. Well, let's get to the next one. This one will be fun. Greatest undrafted free agent in NFL history. Ooh,
I like
ooh.
it.
I got like one or two. Like I can say one or two, but like, let me see what y'all say first before I say mine.
No. You could go through the list. You go through
Yeah,
the
go
list.
ahead. Run the list.
All right. So the list is, well, this is just a list. It says Kurt Warner, Justin Tucker, John Randall, Warren Moon, James Harrison, Tony Romo, Antonio Gates, Adam Vinatieri. But you can throw in your own who you think. But this is just the 8 that came up in the graphic that I got.
I mean, the simple answer is John Randall. Johnny Randall is a monster. For a lot of y'all newer fans that don't know about John Randall, go look up John Randall. He was a beast. John Randall has more sacks than your favorite pass rusher of
He
all
got more
time.
sacks than
Whoever it is,
the thing, Lawrence Taylor.
who?
Damn.
Yes, Johnny Randall was an adult. And I think the world don't know about him because
Me and Joe Green, more than
he,
Joe Green, more than
yes.
what good buddy that used to come off the edge, more than oh, I forget the boy name.
But the minister of
Yeah.
defense, yes.
How much sacks that man got? Let me know.
137.5.
And Lawrence Taylor got more than that.
Lawrence Taylor around like 120 something, I think. He's a 6-time All Pro, bro. John Randall was an adult on Minnesota.
And what year? What years he played in the league?
I think it's like 80 something. No, yeah, he came in. I think he came in around 80 something. And he retired in the
So
league.
so most definitely he was like revolutionary, like while he was playing.
He's a 6-time All-Pro. Nobody else on this list, no other undrafted free agent you can name got 6 All-Pros. You just can't find them.
Can't even say Justin, and Justin is like the premier kicker from like the last.
Well, they got Vinatieri on there. I think people gonna give Vinatieri credit for the Super Bowl.
Oh, you definitely got to give him. If Adam on your team,
yeah. So like they gonna say that clutch factor thing,
Yeah.
but we talking about actual players. John Randall was, I mean,
man,
shout out to Kurt Warner for doing what he
Yeah.
did, but
I mean, Antonio Gates is like pound for pound top 3 tight end.
That's
in
where I was
history.
going at with it. I was about to say
Like,
Antonio
Antonio
Gates, bro. I mean, Antonio Gates. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
He's number 1 in touchdowns. He's 3rd in receptions, and then he's like second or third in receiving yards. And the only,
I mean,
he played the longest.
No.
Too.
Yeah, I know, but
he's played longer because that's why he got more receptions.
No, I understand that. But when I say he played the longest, we talking about when you say top 3 pound for pound tight end, you got to take into how long he played in that from that standpoint.
I mean, at the same point in time, I mean, still he was 5-time All-Pro, and he had 8 Pro Bowls at the same time too.
Well, he was 3-time first team All-Pro. So if I bring in
he's 5-time All-Pro and he's 8-time Pro Bowl.
Right. So, but if I bring up John Randall, he was 7-time Pro Bowl, and then he was 8-time All. He was 8-time All-Pro if you include the second team All-Pros. I was just including the first team. He was 6-time.
Oh, bring in everything. We need all the stats. All the stats.
Come on now. He was first team. Now, this is the thing about Antonio Gates. He can. I believe he can be a top 5 tight end. You can make an argument for him, but it's just hard when you look at the peak of other tight ends, right? When you talking about Shannon Sharp, 5-time All-Pro, Kellen Winslow, pretty much invented the position. Now you got Travis Kelce, you got Gronk. They all had shorter careers than Antonio, and then Tony Gonzalez, obviously in his prime. Not that he only played long, but when he was in his prime, he was also a beast. Before he got to Atlanta and Kansas City. And I gotta give Antonio Gates credit because I'm being undrafted is a big thing. Don't get me wrong, I ain't saying that. I just think Johnny Randall
that's a big factor.
Johnny Randall had 7 seasons in a row and at an interior defensive lineman position. And he got
that's like Aaron Donald, but like undrafted.
Come on,
I'm not
bro.
I'm using the comparison to who you were just describing, not against him. Like,
no, right. Go ahead.
You were describing him against people that were drafted. I'm talking about undrafted wise. That's what I'm speaking on.
Right. Which is fair.
I mean, hey, I'll throw a name in the hat, boy. It's gonna be real funny, but I'm gonna say it. Julian Edelman.
Man, you gotta cut it out, bro.
Super Bowl MVP. They don't win that Super Bowl without him.
Hey, that's fair.
They don't.
That's fair.
And he won like 3 Super Bowls. He won 3 Super Bowls. He was a Super Bowl MVP.
Was he on the team for 3 of them? He probably was. He probably just
because the last one was in 19, right? It's like it's like 19.
I don't know. No, they lost to the Eagles. When they lost to the Eagles, that was the last time the Patriots made it. And I don't know if he was on the team. They lost to the Eagles in 2017.
I don't know when Julian Edelman got traded. If y'all know that, put that in the comment box below down there.
Yeah, y'all let us know about Julian Edelman for all the Patriots.
I think he did get traded in 2017 though. I can't
because
recall.
It was 7.
I think he did
17 and 15. Well, 19, 7. No, yeah, hold on. Wait. Yeah, 19, 17, 15. Yeah, he been here for 3.
They lost in 17 to the Eagles.
Oh, they beat Atlanta in 17.
That was 2017. All right. So you're not talking about the season. You're talking about the year.
Yeah, like the one day they won the Super Bowls. He was there for 3.
Okay, because the 2017 Eagles won the Super Bowl, but it was in 2018. Yeah.
So the 2016 Patriots had won in 2017.
But you sure that was Well, hey, y'all let us know in the comments. I ain't even going to
Cause this one right here,
fight to
cause
look it up. Cause I got a feeling those are years they made the Super Bowl, but I don't know if they
in
actually
19
won.
they beat the Rams 13-3. In 2017 they beat Atlanta 34-28.
Okay, that
In
that
2015 they beat the Seahawks 28-24. In 05 they beat the Eagles 24-21. In 04 they beat
right.
Carolina 32-29, and they beat the Rams in 2002
Yeah,
20-17.
makes sense.
So
Okay,
Edelman was on the team from 15 to 19. Like he was there. Like it was.
and I mean, well, if we give him credit there, then if we're gonna do it like that, then the answer is Kurt Warner. You know, greatest
Big
show on
Kurt.
turf.
Kurt McGurk.
Greatest show on turf. Torrey Hall, Isaac, Bruce, Marshall Falk, and I'm undrafted, but I play quarter. He got a movie. Hey, he got a movie.
Hey,
If you get a movie, you
you
automatically
get a movie,
catapult.
you up there, boy. you top 10 if you got a movie.
You got a movie, bro. Bro, what's the name of the movie is Underdog Story? The movie already answered the question for you, Chief. But I'm still rolling with Johnny Randall, man. For all y'all that really don't know, that haven't really paid Johnny Randall, man, is one of the greatest interior tackles. He was one of the pioneers for being a defensive tackle, but rushing the passer. Because for most of their career, defensive tackles was known for stopping the run. The edges rush the passer. He was one of the first to hit you with a spin move, and I'm coming up the middle to go get your quarterback.
Respect.
So
Cool. You got anything to add? That was it.
No, we can roll, man. Keep rolling.
All right. So we got big names that could be traded in this year's draft. So a lot of things were going around, especially with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers still on the Packers. They're saying that the Packers want the Jets' 13th overall pick. The Jets don't really want to give it up. So we got a.
if I'm the Jets, I would.
So we got an actual list. Oh, okay. So names that could be traded: Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook, Austin Eckler, DeAndre Hopkins, and Devin White. And they also got the list of teams that they could be drafted to as well. So we all know Aaron, Jets, they're trying to work that out. Lamar, they got Falcons, the Colts, they got Tennessee. But Josh Jacobs, they got Arizona, the Bills, the Seahawks. Derrick Henry, the Bills, Falcons, the Seahawks. For Dalvin Cook, the Bills, Bengals, Ravens. For Austin Eckler, they got the Eagles, the Falcons, the Jets. DeAndre Hopkins, they got the Bills, Kansas City, Detroit, Green Bay, Carolina, Baltimore. For Devin White, they got the Bills, the Broncos, the Chargers, and the Raiders.
I
So
think we'd all say I think we all can see where the common denominator is right here, where everybody's going.
well,
Y'all
this is
want to
the
play for the
problem, right?
Bills?
The Bills is over the salary cap, so they're not finna trade for a linebacker and then sign him to a long term contract, nor a running back. If anything, they're gonna draft a running back because running backs come like more of a dime in a dozen than any other position for the most part. So they're probably gonna just draft a running back. Um, and so that's already that within itself. Devin White is not going to like, in my opinion, Devin White isn't going to like go to like. I think whatever team gets Devin White is going to be a stretch because nobody wants to give up that much, even though Devin White had pretty bad tape this year. And then as far as Derrick Henry, nobody's finna trade for Derrick Henry when they don't. Tennessee ran the tread off them tires. Like I
Mr.
don't
300.
think like a lot of these players are probably gonna get cut. Aaron Rodgers is gonna get traded probably. Lamar Jackson, I think, isn't going anywhere. I think he's stuck. He's stuck on that franchise tag because I keep saying this, but nobody wants to listen. You have to give up 2 first-round picks and pay him. Like, think about how that affects your bank account. So the two next best players you thought you were going to get, because when you draft a player in the first round, you think he's going to be the next best thing for your franchise. You giving up those 2 players immediately. Then you got to pay him on top of that, so you can't refill those positions
Because if
you
you get
just
a
let go.
quarterback first, you signing him to like the $40 million contract versus the 200 and whatever.
50, and then Lamar Jackson wants his to be guaranteed. And then
Obvious.
the thing about trading for Aaron Rodgers is that he might only play 1 year. You might give up a young talented player for him to play 1 year. And then all these running backs on the list is like, bro, running backs come too quick. I always say this, and for y'all who've been a part of the pod for a while, subscribers, thank you. I know I always say running backs hit the ground running in the NFL. Brees Hall looked like he was gonna lead the league in rushing last year. They're gonna grab Bijan and be very happy. Somebody gonna grab Jamar Gibbs and they're gonna be cool. They're gonna be like, we got Jamar Gibbs gonna fall last. We cool. We're not finna pick Derrick Henry, who's an aging back. Dalvin Cook is also an aging back. Josh Jacobs is the only back probably still really, really in his prime. But then it's like the Raiders gonna charge you an arm and leg for him.
So in terms of running backs, you got, this is from NFL.com. So like day one starters: Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan, Zach Carbonet. System players, you got Deuce Vaughn from Kansas State, Devin A. Chain from Texas A&M. You got Tyjae Spears from Tulane.
No, Tyjae Spears is a starter, bro. I'm telling you that.
You got Kenny McIntosh, Kendre Miller,
Kenny McIntosh from
Georgia,
Iowa State.
The other running back, the backup. I mean, you got the backup from Texas. You got Keaton Mitchell from East Carolina. You got Chase Brown from Illinois. You got Tank Bigsby. You got Eric Gray, Travis Dye, Sean Tucker from Syracuse.
Yo, Travis Dye is also.
You got Zach Evans from Ole Miss. Like you can get a running back. Like you ain't got to trade for one. You got Israel Abanaka from Pitt. Dappin Buddy, who had like 3 or 4 300-yard games last year. You got him. You ain't got to trade for the running back.
I mean, at the most part of it, though, I mean, like the running backs that we have on the board, number one, like the Bills have been hurting for a running back for the longest. I mean, like you said, you could draft somebody, and I mean, you don't have to give up too much for it. I'm not going to spend too long on the Lamar Jackson thing because
don't they got Dalvin Cook, little brother?
Yeah, but he.
Yeah.
But he wasn't even a full-time starter at Georgia. Like he was like he shared. Well, not saying he wasn't a starter. He shared carries there, so he's not like a.
Yeah, but I'm not going to dive too much on that whole. So I agree with you though, Boom Bam, that he's stuck. I mean, like I'm not giving up too. I mean, Lamar Jackson, for the caliber of player he is, and I'll keep saying this, he's worth what they're he's worth it, but at the same point in time, nobody can afford that kind of steep drop to pick up Lamar Jackson. It costs too much. And I feel like the way how the Ravens have played this is just my personal opinion. They put that in there the way how they have in his clause so that nobody's going to take this deal. Like, that's the whole reason behind it. Like, you can have him, but first of all, we want 2 first picks off jump. You will have to pay him the rest of the money that we owe him right now off jump. And then you go ahead and you give him his guarantee money and everything that we're looking for. I mean, that's just a tactic, man. Like, so I understand how that works.
And coolly, the top of that, the 2 first-round picks is the base. That's not the maximum. So they might say, "Oh, give us the 2 first-round picks and 2 of your seconds." Like,
and they might want a player, and they might want a
player too. They might be like, "Well, and give us your outside linebacker." Like,
yeah, man, I can talk about the Lamar Jackson thing all day, man, because like that whole situation between him being traded, trade clause, it's ridiculous, man. Like they made it so it's impossible for him to get traded. That just is what it is. But Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Austin Eckler, all of these 3 players, I know you say they're aging. Austin Eckler, somebody needs to jump stupid on him right now. I mean, I'm not letting Austin Eckler just sit out here crazy. Didn't Austin Eckler, and correct me if I'm wrong, was he not like between the top 3 touchdown scoring leads for running backs last year, dude? And he's free agent.
His like, hands in the passing.
Well, he's not free agent. He was a trade. He was a trade. Like, no, man. Like, I would not let Austin Eckler sit on that wing. If I was Buffalo, I'm taking Austin Eckler overall. That's my opinion.
This the problem with that though, cool, right? Is that Austin Eckler did score a lot of touchdowns, but you gotta look at the kind of play he is. He's more like a oh Lord, I'm having a brain fart from the Saints right now.
Alvin Kamara.
Lord. Thank you. He's more of an Alvin Kamara, and you know the thing about Alvin Kamara is as soon as they let go of their premier back and made him the starter, he hasn't been healthy a whole season since. He's more of a attachment player, and I don't mean that in a negative way. Like he can catch the ball out the backfield. You can use him in gadget plays, but the problem the Chargers had was that you can't say on first, second, and third down we're going to run the ball and he's going to get 4 yards. You can't do that with him. That's not his style of play. So he's an effective player, but the kind of money he wants to get paid like he was a Zeke or a Dalvin Cook or a Christian McCaffrey. He wants to get paid like that. But then you're like, but he has but in the overall scheme of a game, it's hard to make him. It's like Alvin Kamara. It's hard to say, well, we won't give Alvin Kamara the ball 30 times this game. You can't do it. Like it's his size, his skill set isn't meant for that. His skill set is better off being like it's another big bruiser back that's on the team, right? That gets a lot of bruising carries. And when I come in, I'm gonna change the speed. I catch the ball at the backfield. I can start. I'm not saying he shouldn't start. I'm saying if you pay somebody like how you pay Zeke, the reason why Dallas paid Zeke that amount of money because they was going to give him 300 carries in a season. If Austin Eckler going to take the 300 carries in a season, take the money. But until you can do that, man, that's steep. That's steep on a team. Because bro,
you don't think
prime example. You're a prime example. Y'all got blessed to get Tony Pollard when y'all got him because Zeke was already declining the whole time. If y'all didn't draft Tony Pollard on a rookie contract, Zeke, who was already hurting y'all's salary cap, would have hurt it even more because he wasn't productive no more, and he was getting paid a bunch of money. And the Panthers got rid of McCaffrey because he was getting hurt a lot. But the reason San Fran picked him because San Fran is like, okay, we got Christian McCaffrey, but then we got this other back. Then we gonna bring Deebo Samuel in the backfield, so they could utilize Christian McCaffrey to the best of his abilities because he didn't have to be the only one getting all the touches. Austin Eckler got to be like, yo, it's the reason when Austin Eckler look like people like Derrick Henry. It's the reason Derrick Henry could get all them touches because he's 250. If you weigh 250, you can have the ball.
Yep.
That's how.
Well,
that's my piece.
And with that being said, that sounds like that's a wrap. It was a good one. It was a good one, fellas. It was a good old Friday. Good old Friday cast.
Shout out, man. We appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Who's along the way from the day ones. Man, we appreciate y'all watching every video, comment every single time. Man, listen, we like to have an engaging, fun conversation with you guys in the comments. Just make sure y'all get down in the comments. And hey, somebody go get back to you. Either it's me, boom, cool. Somebody go get back to you. But hey, man. But until then, we're going for the gusto, baby, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace out.